Okay.
Hi, welcome to Professor Kev Show. I have my friend Parul with us. Today we're going to talk a little bit about YouTube strategy. Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Professor Kev, for having me on your show.
You're welcome. So, like most people, I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel. And man, it is a lot of work. If I get two followers in the same day, I'm like, wow, I had a big day. I got two followers. If I get 100 views on a video, I'm like, wow, I got 100 views on that video. It's really challenging, and most people just get discouraged and when you realize you're not going to be the influencer you thought you were. So, talk to me a little bit about your experience building YouTube channels and the challenges that you faced.
So when I started my YouTube channel on in the August of 2024, when I was actually starting my college degree as a first year computer engineering student. So I had this kind of perception in my mind that that we already have so many fields in computer science. We have artificial intelligence, then we have blockchain and other things. And I was not actually aware about different fields that were already present. So I had this in mind that if I am going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about these stuff. And when I'm going to talk about this stuff, I'm going to learn about so many new things. And this was my mindset before starting my channel. And yeah, I actually wanted to get into Princeton while I was applying after my class 12. But I couldn't I got admission in my local university. And I was really sad. Then I had this mindset that why cannot I do something that being in an Indian university, I should grow like a Stanford student. I should have that kind of knowledge and that kind of power in me to do those things. So I started my YouTube channel so that all those students who are actually beginning their college journeys, they should grow with me, they should upskill themselves, and we should not just be limited to enjoying our college life as most students end up doing, thinking that college life would never come back. So they end up wasting their 4 years of degree. So I had this mindset that I am learning and I will make others learn along with me. And this was the best way to actually document my journey. So this is how I started it.
I really like that because as a professor, a lot of students come and they don't know like what they're supposed to do. And you often feel overwhelmed, like I'm the only one that's having this problem, which is never true. And sometimes you just don't want to ask. So to be able to log into YouTube channel and go, oh, okay, this is how I handle that. Because as much as I encourage them, just ask, we'll get you an answer. Sometimes it's like, well, I don't want to ask that because I think I should know it or whatever. So I think that's super
Yeah.
helpful. So how has it been going? Has it been working?
Yeah, definitely. Like it was an extreme effort since past 1 year, but I reached 50 subscribers in 8 months. I wasn't sharing my content with my friends or my family because I didn't wanted to beg for subscribers. So what I actually did was all organic and natural. But in last 2 months, I have got over 70 subscribers, and this is so much growth. And for me, it was not always about subscribers because I always wanted to learn new things and document my journey. And now, when I'm doing all these things, students have started understanding that these are the opportunities available to them. Like, I have posted a recent video about recording competitions that are going live, and students are actually liking those videos because they too want to know about opportunities that are not available to everyone. So it's going quite well, but definitely it wasn't easy because when I started, I didn't knew graphic designing, I
Mhm.
didn't have experience with video editing and all that stuff. When I used to see YouTubers or influencers of my niche, they had so good edited videos like some illustrations coming from this side and then color grading and all those stuff. I didn't have a proper lighting and like I could spend in these things, but I had this mindset that I won't spend money unless I start earning from my own YouTube channel.
Yep.
So I kept on going. I learned so much about graphic designing. My thumbnails have been improved so much from last 1 year. I have been editing my videos, but now I feel like I need to post more content, but I am indulged more in editing my videos this is something I'm struggling with at present because I do have my summer vacations at present and I'm able to manage those things, but I'm really scared that when
Mhm.
college begins again, how would I manage all those things?
It's interesting how lives are very similar because right now I'm on summer break, so I can do these podcasts at 9 and 9:30 a.m. to accommodate my friends in India. Because when we do them at 4 p.m., that is, 1:30 and 2 a.m. your time, which feels
Yeah.
great. But again, once we get to September, I'm back in class. I won't have time to do this. So it's just you build all this up and then you're like, okay, well, what happens when I go back to school? Then I'm like, all right, maybe Saturday mornings or something is when we can do them because, it's only time that works and stuff. So my last question for you is what advice do you have for someone who is sitting there in the same spot you were going, I want to share this knowledge. But one of the reoccurring themes we've been seeing on LinkedIn this week from my student friends is we get nervous that people are going to judge us. Who is she to, share that with him, And I kind of chuckle because even at 60, I'm 60 years old, I still have that some days. I'm like, I want to say this. I don't know how it's going to be perceived. I don't know if it's valuable, but again, it just, okay, just share it and see what happens. But if someone's sitting there going, I want to do it, but I'm afraid, what's the advice? What would you say to them if you were having the conversation one-on-one like this with them?
If I have to advise someone on this, I actually never got nervous before posting content thinking that what would others think about me because I had this very clear goal in front of me that I wanted to inspire people so that they can see and think, aim of becoming like me. They should get inspired by me. So I always kept on posting content. For someone who is getting nervous, I would like to advise them that just have a clear goal in front of you, like why you actually started this journey. And when you start your YouTube channel, before putting the first video, write somewhere that why am I actually starting this channel? Because looking out for motivation, reading quotes, watching podcasts won't be enough. You need to be your own motivation. You need to just think that why did you start at first place? I even today I get stuck at thoughts that suppose I become a good influencer, then I get 1 million subscribers. What would I do? Like,
Mhm.
what would I do with my subscribers? Then I recently understood that I read somewhere, do it for your parents. So I got focused that I'm doing it for all of them. They are spending so much on me, so I have to do something in return for them. And I wanted to actually see that I see so many idols. I see so many people doing so many great things in their lives. I wanted to see that can I, as a common man, as a common student studying in a tier 3 university in India, do something that can inspire others? So just find your why you are actually starting it at the first place. And if you will always keep thinking about what others are thinking about you will never reach anywhere. At present, you're not doing anything. Thinking about them, you won't be doing anything again. So you need to just be clear why you're doing it and just don't think that what others will think because I mean like you should not think about this fact. Like remove it from your mind because this is just a way of controlling you, a way of bounding you, a way of not being able to reach your true potential or things that you could have done in your life. So just not waste time about thinking that what others are doing because if someone who is actually a good YouTuber, who is actually a good influencer, would always motivate you. You're getting scared and nervous by those people who are not doing those things, which does not really matter. So find your why and don't think about others.
That is amazing advice, my friend. If you go back to why am I doing this, you're never going to go wrong. So that's amazing advice. If people have further questions about starting a YouTube channel, what's the best way to connect with you?
Yeah, I do have my LinkedIn account, so they can either connect with me on LinkedIn or message me on Instagram. I would definitely reply to their DMs and like solving the queries about YouTube through my experience.
Awesome. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call on my show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.